Hello and good evening. This is your Uncle Vlad the Impaler. Good early evening, Team Beast. For those of you joining us for the very first time, thank you for clicking on Beast Capacity Outdoors. I'm your leader, Team Beast, Daddy Beast. And this is definitely a finally catch-up to weigh-in Wednesday. But this is a catch-up and an update and some stuff on a whole bunch of weigh-in stuff. Okay, so the final weigh-in came in yesterday on Wednesday. It's now Thursday evening, and we're in the car, and I'm dressed up to a degree, and you can see us. We're heading to Not Scary Farm. This is Elvira's last year doing hunt, so we had to go. We had to go and check it out. So we're going to check out Elvira. We're going to check out the hanging that they do every year. See what they're spoofing this time. On to the weigh-in Wednesday I've missed a few of. For that pup versus daddy challenge. See who could lose the most weight in 1 month. I already knew that the pup was going to have a little bit of an advantage. So he pretty sure lost a lot of water weight that he had going on, just like I did in the first couple weeks when I started Weight Watchers and stuff back a few months ago. And I lost a total of 5.2 pounds for the month, which is excellent for us, for me, and for everybody in general, as a healthy weight loss. You know, you should average about 1 to 1.5 pounds every week. That's healthy weight loss. It's showing that you have a lifestyle change and not just an overnight fix-it ticket. You know, pretty much. You know, this is not. It's a lifestyle change, not an overnight, like fix. You know, you got to change a lot. Yeah, you're going to deal with your cravings, and cravings are tough. Cravings suck. They lighten up after a while, but the nice thing about being on the Weight Watchers program and following their smart points and all that kind of stuff is you can still eat the stuff you were eating before, but it's the way you do it, a little less, not as much. You feed the craving, not the army. You don't feed it like an army. You feed the craving as an individual would. And yes, it's very, very hard because we have conditioned ourselves to want, once you pop, you can't stop kind of thing. And that's what this lifestyle change is about, getting out of that. But anyhow, the pup is one. So I got to figure out when and how I'm going to do the dinner at the Crawfish Cake. He lost 13 pounds, which is kind of funny because it's October. And, I lost 5.2. Yeah, but good for him. He started that initial loss. He got 13 pounds down this month. Yeah, he might not have reached his goal as he told me. But you know what? There's no reason for him to stop. Just like there's no reason for you to stop if you were doing something similar and you lost part of your goal weight that you wanted to lose this month. It's a lifestyle change, not an overnight fix. And so continue on. Who says you got to stop? Start making small, tiny goals. I made the goal. I wanted to lose. I wanted to be at 485 pounds at the end of September. Didn't quite make it. I had some learning week. A learning week or two in there. But I'm not stopping, of course. I lost 5.2 pounds. That's still a win. I'm still going down. I'm still not above 500 anymore. So I'm shooting for. I'm currently at 492.2 point whatever pounds right now. 0.2 I think it is. Yeah. 492.2 pounds. I'm shooting for the end of October, and it's going to be a tough month. All the parties, the candies, all that. But don't forget that challenge, either. It's an evil one. October and Halloween's all about the horror, the gore, the evil monsters and stuff like that. So we're making this the evil monster challenge month. None of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's an evil challenge, but we can do it. Not impossible. It's just difficult. Together we can do it. I lost fair and square. Could I have lost more? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And that guy was a punk. He just cut us off. And my group leader did something I never thought I'd ever hear from a fitness individual or a health individual. That was odd to me. That was strange. Focus on my eating. It's not like focusing on my fat kid eating. It was making sure I got my points, the right points, the healthy points, not the goobery, sugary points, daily. I'm on 92 points. Black Rose is like a quarter of that on her points for food. And your body needs food. It needs fuel to burn, to constantly work. But it needs the right ones, so your body actually works harder to break down the nutrients. Because when your body gets something it doesn't really need, it half-butts everything. It's just like, okay, yeah, I'll work. But I don't need to work all that great. It's crap anyhow. But it's got some nutrients, so I'll work at it a little bit. But when you put something in it, the body actually recognized, like, oh, this is good stuff for me. It goes twice as hard, twice as much, twice as fast, and burns twice as much energy, that is, to get those nutrients, every bit of the nutrients out of that it can get. But you also got to remember, just because you're eating fruits and veggies, you don't want to overdo it. So you don't want to eat 50 bananas in a day because you'll gain weight, because there's natural sugars. Anyhow, back to what our team leader was saying, focus on your eating, not so much your exercise. I just did the normal stuff that I normally do, not anything extra outside the norm. I made sure to get close to my points, because it's hard. It's very hard to eat the better choices and still get your points in. Now, granted, that affords me to be able to have a little bit bigger dessert than everybody else, or something like that, or a little bit bigger something of sweets than anybody else that's in the program. Did my 4 months, 16 weeks, so celebrated that. But then, like, Black Rose Mom was us, and she, and of course the leader asked me, well, why? What was the why behind everything? Just the meeting as it goes, and asking the questions and all that. And one of the things that Black Rose Mama said, well, he's so focused on eating more veggies and stuff like that. But and then Black Rose is saying, even when we do go out somewhere, that's bulk or whatever, all you can eat, I'm still not eating what I used to eat. I'm out through the levels. So, it's like, I am focused on what I eat, and I do eat a ton of plant-based foods compared to eating animal-based protein foods or animal-based foods. That helps. But yeah, I was down a pound, and then this week, I did a little bit of exercise, a little bit more than I did the last week, and concentrated on the eating of the food and all that, which is kind of weird. Especially when you're trying to lose weight, you don't think, oh, I got to eat more. 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 Well, you got to eat more, but eat less. It's really weird. It sounds weird. It's not weird. It takes a little bit of getting used to, that's for sure. But I'm down another 1.2 pounds. Hopefully next week I'll be down another 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I want to run 2 pounds a week at this point. And so, see, it's real. It's a hard thing for me because it's like one of the one things that I've been able to still have throughout this whole thing that's made it cool. I've cut way, haven't I? I've cut way back on like chips and stuff. I only eat really the corn chips and hummus and stuff like that, or pretzels and hummus. I don't get into the Doritos anymore, and if I do, it's usually like a small handful, and that's like it for like the day. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. When we do get cookies nowadays, we usually get the Oreo Thins. And our roommate really doesn't usually like them because the Oreo Thins usually come in the odd flavors and stuff. So he doesn't really touch them all that much. But a bag of Oreo Thins will last us like a couple, 3 weeks in the house compared to 2 days. I think there's enough sugar in the 5 that you get for the points, and that's usually what we grab, usually 4 or 5 cookies of the Thins, that it satisfies the sugar part that our body's gotten used to not really having as much of. So when we have that little craving for a cookie or whatever, sweetness, that's enough to get it to go away. And it does. There's been a couple times where we've gone back for a couple more, but it's not as often as I would have gone and killed half the package in one sitting, or the pack. Gone even close to going a full day, or I should say, no, I've gone a full day. I've gone 2 full days. I haven't gone a week yet. I'll say, I haven't gone a solid week yet with not having any of it yet. So, but I'll get there. I'll get my 30 days in, and I hope you guys are doing good on it too. Way better than me. But no weekly challenge right now. It's just a monthly. Focus on what you're eating. We all have what's called portion distortion. We all have eyes bigger than the gut. And we all have trouble with our addiction to food. That's what it is, an addiction to food. Some may think they don't, but we all do. We all have that one addiction in food that is our kryptonite, our downfall, our silver bullet, our wolfsbane, that kind of thing. We have that one that's our poison. And slowly but surely I'm lowering my poisons, put it that way, and eliminating some. I haven't eliminated dairy completely. I haven't eliminated animal proteins completely, and I'm not going to. I don't drink animal milk anymore. I drink the almond milk, the almond milk with protein in it, so that helps. I eat a lot more of the leafy greens and stuff like that, squashes and autumn, the squash families, the tuber families and stuff like that of the vegetables. Just had an awesome, like, what was it, butternut squash, like, soup bisque, but thick bisque, a thick soup. It was mighty tasty. And like, I made the really weird meat eater comment of going, damn, I can really understand with all the flavors and all the things and veggies dishes that I've tried and I've experimented with cooking and all that why vegetarians love their food so much. Meat's tasty, fish is tasty, pork's tasty, chicken's tasty, lamb, gator, it's all tasty. But so are the dang vegetables. It's all about what you put in it, the flavors that you put in it. And I couldn't believe I said that as a meat eater. But I did. And then I'll have another bite. I had that in the little bowl, and I was fine. Could I have eaten more? You bet. I could have had another sandwich and another couple bowls of soup. But I didn't need it. You rush through the meal. You have a big family dinner. You get done with it in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you're off and doing something else. Your body and your brain aren't going to work together. It takes a little moment for your fuel meter down here, your gas tank, to go, oh, I'm full. I'm perfect. Good. We can run now for the next 100 miles. Instead, what's happening is you're overfilling the tank. You're topping that tank so you can get those extra 10 miles out of the dang thing. Like at the gas station. I'm using that as a metaphor. You're sitting there like dunk, 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 dunk with the gas handle, trying to get all that gas you can stuck, shaking the car, so you're filling all the air spaces in that gas tank. You're filling it up to tube so you get that extra gallon of gas. And all you're going to cause is vapor lock, indigestion, something to not work right, false readings, and then you're like, yep, oh, I'm good, we can go. You're going to get up, you're going to walk a few feet, you're going to start feeling full, and then you're going to get that food coma going, and you're not going to want to do nothing. It's going to chug you down, the extra added weight, because your brain's finally caught up. Oh crap, I'm full. I can actually push away. From a plate, from the dinner table, there are days when it's like I don't eat, and it happens. I didn't eat real late till today. Like 3 o'clock was my first meal. I should have been up at like 9 o'clock at least and had something for breakfast, and I did. That probably hurt me a little bit in the weight loss department, but I did get some good sleep. That's another thing, you gotta get good sleep, you gotta get good rest. But yeah, so we're almost to Knott's. As you can see, there it is right there in the distance. Well, maybe if sun glare won't. So there's Knott's, all the roller coasters, the towers, and all that good stuff, and fun stuff. Hot monsters and the shops and the mazes, and that's it for weigh-in Wednesday and some catching up. And me just blabbering at you guys, talking a little bit about health and wellness and fitness, and the journey of what it is, and what my journey's been a little bit. I don't need to get into the rank, nasty, gory details of other stuff that has happened, but I'm pretty much back on track for the moment, and getting things done and moving in the direction I need to go. So, now that we're actually in the freeway, I'm going to exit this video. As always, be good, be kind. Team Beast, all the way.